Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here for your mid-April 2019 reading, general and love reading. Dear Taurus, I'm doing it a little bit differently. These are quicker readings. So less cards. I'm going to be taking 3 cards, 3 tarot cards. So let's see what's happening for you. The first card is always in the past, but we can concentrate on another layer. Let's say we split the, mid-April is 30 days until the end of April. So 5 days on each card. That's what I'm wanting to say. So past, present, future. But the past card is also the 5 days ahead of us. The middle card, so the present card will be the next 5 days of April. Okay, so from the 15th till the 20th, from the 20th till the 25th, from the 25th until the 30th of April. So let's see, dear Taurus, what's happening for you. I will also be taking one card from the Mirror's Love Oracle and 1 Romance Angel. So, Taurus, happy birthday. We're practically at your birthday time, so many happy returns. This is a very beneficial time for you. It's your solar return, so I'm wishing you all the best. All right, so past, we've got the Hangman. So for the next 5 days, up until around the 20th, you're dealing with this energy. Let's bring them up a bit closer. In the now position, we've got the Knight of Cups, which is from the 20th till the 25th, or roughly there anyway. And the outcome, wow, Page of Cups. So the Knight of Cups and Page of Cups, two offers coming through, and that's from the 25th until the 30th. Now at the bottom of the deck is the Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands, we all know, is another message. You've got 2 pages. Some of you may have a fire sign and a water sign child. Now we've got Pisces here. We've got very strong Piscean energy, right? More than likely for most of you, it's going to be Piscean energy. Now, sun, moon, or rising, we always watch, don't we? So let me just take a Mirror's Love Oracle. 1 card for Taurus. Okay, I wasn't ready, so I will take that card into account. So there's a young female, young, blondie, ready-haired energy. A female that's sort of like, this is me, and whether you like it, she's got an attitude. So some of you, this could be a child of yours, of course. She's quite young, she could even be up until the age of 28. For those of you that are older, this could be a daughter of yours, and she seems quite fiery. For others of you, this could be someone that you're dealing with. As I said, very outgoing, quite masculine energy I feel with her though. So yeah, she's like sitting back, laid back, and trying to tease you. Okay, so what are you going to do about it, Taurus, if this is your partner? So let's take 1 card for Taurus, mid till end April 2019. We've got the blonde female again. Oh, wow. So, yeah, I have to take that. Blonde female, very laid back. Now, she could be someone who dyes her hair, yes. Could be someone that's quite lightish for their culture, but I feel that there is also top up, let's say, on the hair color. So she seems quite fiery. This is quite, it's a coppery, reddy sort of a color. So the fire's coming through, and I truly believe that this is probably the energy of the Page of Wands. So some sort of a passionate message is coming through from a blonde female. Now, for others of you, this could be a sister. This can be a friend. Okay, this is a general and love reading. It's someone who's quite laid back, very free-spirited, I want to say. She comes across as quite sincere. Now, She's more of a placid energy than the other one that fell out. So that could be two sides to a certain person. Let's see the love oracle. Okay, so for Taurus, we've got retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So, you know, these two people seem as though they're in a committed relationship, partnership. This can show that these two people have been married, or maybe it's just the souls that have been married, you know, through the divine. So what I'm saying is that it feels like a soul connection here. It is a strong soul connection, but what it's screaming out to me is saying that you need to take time alone. You need to have that time to communicate, to spend time together. It's very, very important. So, you know, away from the world. Some of you could even be going away together. Now, this could be also an offer. It can be an offer as well to go somewhere together, to go on a retreat with your romantic interest, your love interest, your husband, your wife, the person that you're living together with. So it doesn't have the energy of the honeymoon, because it's called a retreat, so anything can happen. It can even mean just, getting together and having those important conversations. And especially with and I'm going to say this could even be an offer to marry, an offer to take your relationship to the next level, because it seems it's very serious with this energy here. Now I'm going to the cards. So, whether this was in the recent past for you, or you're going to be living this in the next 5 days, roughly, this is the Hanged Man, Piscean energy. Let's not forget that, yes, we're having Mercury is at the last degrees of Pisces. So some of us, a lot of us, are waiting for that final jolt, that change. You're waiting on some sort of a communication, some sort of light. As you could see with a halo around his head, he's been hanging in the mix for a while. He's been waiting. He's been persevering, as well as just releasing and letting go. So it's as though you guys have let go and you're looking at something very closely. Now you're waiting for some sort of a sign. I don't know if that sign is going to come from above, or it's just you taking time out, and Pisces is all about, endings. So something is obviously changing. Maybe you have a sense of an ending because of lack of communication. Because, Pisces is very dark. It's something that we can't see. It's the 12th house. Therefore, it's something that is not in our sight. We can't see it. So that's what you're probably waiting on, some sort of a sign before you can move forward. Now, you feel as though you've been stuck in a rut. You've sacrificed a lot. And you're just, time can be really, you feel as though time has stopped. That's what I want to say. Time has stopped, but I see with the Page of Wands being at the bottom of the deck, something is going to get rolling. Some message is going to come through. Now, as I said, the blonde female seems to be like a fire sign energy. So we've got Sagittarius, Aries or Leo. We've also got Piscean energy here. Now, because the sun is in Aries at this time and Mercury will be moving into Aries, so it's going to be like when time has stopped. It's like being in being in between time. Do you know what I mean? It's like being in the past and being in the present all at once. So you don't know if you're coming or you're going. I feel that's the energy at the in the recent past and in the next 5 days, I'm going to say. So you know that it depends on when you watch this reading. That's when it will be important for you. Okay, it doesn't matter about the time frames that I'm saying. This could work out the way that you feel it speaks to you on your own personal, in your own personal life. Now, from the 20th to the 25th, logically, for others of you, this is in the now position, so it can go either way. There is a Knight here. Now, the Knight of Cups is someone who is not very certain about their feelings, or I should say, they're trying to work up the courage to come forth and give you that cup, because it is a Knight, and Knights are all about action. But as I say, with this Knight in shining armor, he's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So Scorpio, Cancer, Piscean energy here. And this is someone who's very, very romantic. Maybe, and it could be, and I feel very Piscean, the energy. It could be that this person is going through some sort of a change, some sort of an ending. So changing the way they see things, changing the way that they react to situations. Maybe they've had enough of sacrificing for everyone, and it's time to take care of what they want, do what they want. So I feel that there is an offer coming here, whether this is romance or even a partnership. It's coming forth. And the thing is that with the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is, of course, again, it's Piscean energy. I feel as though, because we've got 2 cups here, both people were thinking the same thing at the same time. Or not, if it's not exactly at the same time, because the Page of Cups is obviously in the final position, right? So it's talking about the latter part of April. What I feel, because the Page of Cups is something that is sudden, okay, and it's a childhood energy. So I'm going to say, because it's a sudden message that comes through, with the Knight of Cups, because he's 2 steps forward, 1 step back, I feel as though he's having major issues with coming forth. Suddenly, the child at heart comes through, and for some of you, of course, this offer will come forth in a very innocent way, in a very childish way. So the offer could come across as quite childish in the way that it's announced to you. And also, I want to say that for some of you, this Knight of Cups could also have a water sign child. And we do have 2 children here. We've got 2 pages. The Page of Wands is something more. It's like going on an adventure, taking that risk, being very open. So they're very different. You know, these 2 pages are quite different. So could it be, if this is a soulmate relationship from a past life, look at the difference. One person, which would be the male, I would say more than likely, but not necessarily, is more outgoing, more outspoken, whereas the Page of Cups is someone who holds their feelings within them. They're too frightened of being hurt. So they can be very emotional and not very open with their feelings. But then, as you could see, the wave behind him comes through with a gush. It's a major wave. So it's as though they're going to blurt out everything. So you will have the clarity of what this offer is about. Let me take a couple of SIBILLAs. Yes, so I feel that there is some sort of an announcement. And someone is actually going to be very open about their feelings. So it's going to be quite a change, isn't it? Now, Aries is all about new beginnings. The sun is there. So let's see. I'm going to take a couple of SIBILLAs. I'd like to see on the outcome position. Let's see. So we've got the Sospiri, which is like the 3 of Wands, but it's also, you know, it's having planted the seeds or having sent out those ships and waiting on them. But it's also it's like the Six of Swords, which is like moving on to calmer waters. So yes, there has been a period of waiting anxiously. Here we've got the Domestico, which is a number 11, and 11 is very karmic for me. So there hasn't been any trust. There's been trust issues, but also, you know, this person is around you. And when I say around you, it could even be the communication via telepathy. And what I mean by that is that you have the signs and the synchronicities that you are connecting on a mental soul level, but you're not trusting in your feelings. So this is supposedly, the butler is supposedly someone who is there to help you. So, but again, there's trust issues here. And here again, we've got the falsita. So the falsita, again, is all about trust and deception. Sometimes, you know, the falsita can also mean being childlike, being playful, just like a kitty is. So there's play here. And I'm going to take this card as that because it's on top of the Page of Cups. So I think that what you need to do here is not take matters so seriously, dear Taurus. And if we look at it, it's the Four of Pentacles, which is very Taurian. So this is your energy more than likely, I would say. Some of you are really, really scared that this person is not truthful. If this is someone that's offering their cup of love to you. Okay, let me take one more. And we've got the La Matrice, which is the woman lover. Now, again, she's a number 12. And 12 is, again, the Hangman. Now, this is a woman who is very passionate. She's very fiery, just like the blonde female. But she's holding something she's concentrating on something that's really precious to her. She's holding something in her hands. Now, this could be for some of you that you are thinking of offering a gift to your love. Okay, now this can even be something that this it's like the Queen of Wands, something that she's got in her hands, which it's a gift, right? It's something very, very precious to her. So she's actually thinking of offering something. This could even be a gift, as I said, a gift of not something that is very expensive, but something that means a lot. That's what I think with that. I'd like to take just some Sibillas on the blonde female. I want to see what that's all about. And here we've got the Gran Signore, which is like it's a 13, it's the death card, let's say. This is someone who is very abundant. Taurus, this is your energy. You know your 7th house is Scorpio. So you are someone that can be a little bit coming from a prestige family, or maybe this is just your upbringing. This is some sort of a transformative energy. I see two very different energies here. One is very laid back, not so focused on finances and what they have, whereas the Gran Signore is someone who's quite, I want to say that their ego is very strong. It's as though they're larger than life. So this is someone who's going to change the way that they feel about life, about themselves. Maybe the transformation, dear Taurus, for you with Uranus in your sign is going to say that you're going to get much more laid back. If you are dealing with this blonde female, this is someone who is, what you see is what you get. There is nothing hidden behind the facade, right? Whereas you're holding some sort of a facade, you need to come across as someone who is more important. I think that the change here, the transformation will probably be that there is a change in the way you see things, the way you see other people, and the way you come across to others. So let's take, yeah, there you go. This is like the Knight of Cups. So this is another 11 again, and this is Romeo serenading. This is someone who's really has romantic feelings, and therefore the offer is going to shine through. I think that the ego is changing here. There's more of a grounding energy, I want to say, in you, Taurus, at this time. Let's take one more. And we've got the Viaggio, which is like the Three of Wands. So visiting someone, traveling to go and visit. You know, the Rider, even in the Lenormand cards, it's a number 1. So it feels like there is a new beginning, a change where there is forward momentum. If this is not a real visit, it does say voyage, Viaggio, so going on a voyage. And I hope you can see the cards here. I think that this is 3 different ways that you come across, or you're changing, again, changing 3 times. So you're trying something that works, that you think may work, and when it doesn't, you're changing. That's where the transformation is happening. So you're coming across as egotistical in the beginning, like you need to keep a facade. You're not bothered. You're good enough standing on your own. Financially, you're fine. And here you've come down a few steps where you're actually making an offer. And this is very karmic. Whether this is personal business, doesn't really matter, or even family, you're making that offer. You're letting your feelings known. And not only communicating it, but you're actually taking steps, like physically taking steps. You are visiting. You are going on that journey. Maybe you are dealing with someone who's at a distance, obviously. And I think that there's a lot of, I think that the female comes across, that, or whoever takes on the role of the female, takes on a very sexual, passionate, magnetic sort of a drive, pull for you this time, at this time, dear Taurus. Now, of course, this could be your energy as well, but whatever it is, it's like the pollen, you know, on the flowers where the bees are drawn, they're magnetized to go and pick up the pollen, and therefore bring in the birth of something new. You know, it's as though the seeds are being planted. No, actually, for some of you, they've already been planted, and now it's just going, you know, the pollen has been born, it's on offer. So dear Taurus, you go and get it. That's what the reading is all about. So everyone's going to be on a different stage, of course, because this is a general reading. So it looks like, you know, there is a lot of passion here. And I want to say that with Mars being in your 2nd house, if you're Taurus rising, if Mars is in your 2nd house in Gemini, so that means communications on a passionate level, a lot of communications. And, you know, with fire and air, Gemini's air, Mars is fire, and Mars is our sexuality, isn't it? So there is a lot of communication on a passionate level. And it's a very go-get-it sort of conversation. So once the communication is made, then the action will be taken. That's what I see here, especially here. All right, so dear Taurus, I do hope that this was helpful for you. Thank you so much for being here, for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And we're looking forward to the 2nd full moon in Libra on the 19th of April. Libra is the partnership house. So, you know, if it didn't work out for you partnership-wise on the last full moon, let's see this full moon now, the 2nd in the in the sign of relationships and, you know, other people. So wishing you all the best. Thank you so much. Sending you my love.